Since Raul Castro allowed Cubans to establish more businesses, there are people that are making money. There are people that have created a tremendous amount of wealth.
People with family connections to the States, people tied to the exploding tourist industry, small business owners, taxi drivers, people operating in ever-changing gray areas of what is permissible.
How does it work right now? If you're Cuban, you can sell your property
to another Cuban.
From
Cuba. And that's what's happening right now. A lot of Cuban Americans and a lot of Cubans living abroad are now coming back and through relatives are buying property. Obviously, somebody has touched this building with some kind of investment. It's renovated. It seems to be like a hotel. Somebody bought the building and turned it into a little hotel.
However you feel about the government, however you feel about the last 55 years, there aren't many places in the world that look like this. I mean, it's utterly enchanting.
It's very seductive.
There is no doubt in my mind that somewhere in the offices of like the Four Seasons hotel chain, they're looking at the seafront and thinking, one of these days, and cruise ships, what happens then?
Well, look,
is this inevitable march of progress? Am I being a snob?
No, you're being very realistic, and that's the concern of most Cubans. I wouldn't mind seeing one or two Starbucks around Havana, but I'm hoping that we don't go back to 1958, when the majority of Cuban companies were owned by American corporations.
Right.
I have got to believe that Cuba want to preserve some of the value that represents, the hearts and soul of the Cuban people.
Last time I was in Havana, a meal at a paladar would have been rice and beans. Now, sushi, a certain sign of impending apocalypse.
That's good.
Yeah. 10 years ago, this restaurant would have never been allowed, not only because private businesses were not allowed, but the external influence that you're seeing. Remember, this is a country where chewing gum or listening to the Beatles were prohibited. I don't think we all need to have Twitter every day. I mean, one of the things I love about coming to Cuba is the fact that I could put my iPhone away. Who cares? Look what we have around us. And I hope that Cubans, as they continue to have access to free information, they will still want to preserve this family times.
Tourists have been coming to Cuba for some time. Predominantly Europeans, many of them men of a certain age looking for, how shall we say, company. But now it looks like Americans looking to live out fantasies of Godfather 2 will soon be able to do so. And it's all still here for them.
You were a translator, is that correct? And you are now a journalist?
Yeah, well, I've been writing for Havana Times, and then I write also for Diario de Cuba, which is another independent website.
She struggles to eke out a living in an industry where the state firmly controls all media.
What subjects in particular are of interest to you?
The racial issue?
Racial disparity. Now, this is something that the revolution promised to address.
Their main mistake was to state that they had eradicated racism, that just like it could be eradicated just like that. On the street, for instance, policemen, the first people they stop is black people. If you're black, you are a potential criminal.
Her mom, Rosa, prepared a cabbage stew with carrots, tomatoes, and green beans for her, as you see me as a rare vegetarian on an island where pork is king.
Oh, fantastic. Look at that.
And for us, pork marinated in garlic, onion, and sour orange.
Please tell your mom it's superb, really excellent.
Mami, sé que está bueno. Está bueno, sí.
Thank you. You have a very highly educated public here, one of the most literate nations on earth.
That's funny. We are highly educated, as you said, but we are behind concerning internet and all that stuff. Most of us have access to only the official media, the official newspaper. If internet comes, and I think the government is trying to delay it, if that comes, many things will change. people who will have access to different points of view. And I don't think our government wants that.
If everything goes well, what will Havana be like? What will this neighborhood be like in 5 years?
You know, having a prosperous society doesn't guarantee that it is the same for everyone. You know, you see these people who have been able to use opportunities to open businesses, to open successful restaurants. Those opportunities are there, but I cannot use them because I don't have money. I don't think it is possible to have a perfect society, but I think it is possible to try. How you like the food?
Oh, it's delicious, really good. Hola.
Hola.
Let's do it. Hi, I'm Tony.
My name is George.
How long have you been driving a taxi?
For more than 20 years.
Mostly Cubans or tourists?
No, tourists, most of them Spanish, Italy, even people from Canada, a lot of Canadian people.
You from Santiago?
Yes, I was born in Santiago. I was saying in Spanish, Santiaguero. I used to live in Russia for 6 years. I studied there.
Really?
Yeah, I was really young, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah? Because it must be cold there.
Could you imagine the difference? Cuba,
Yeah.
and Russia, snow. First time I saw snow, I sent to my mom a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Holding snow, throwing snow.
So what were you studying in Russia?
Mechanic engineer.
That's so you went from engineering to taxi driving.
Yes. In 1990, the Russian left us alone. We got in trouble with the economy, so I have to change my job.
So it looks like the embargo might end. You know, a lot of money going to start coming to Cuba. You think it's going to change?
I think that the American businessmen will invest in Cuba, and that will be good for everyone.
How about going back to engineering?
That will depend on how much they will pay.
Right, okay.
What next for Cuba? Something is coming. It will come from out there, but also from within Cuba. It's already happening. But what is it? Everybody knows, everybody can feel it. It smells like freedom. But will it be victory?
Here, she used to be like a secretary. So it was a place that catered to unglamorous office workers. And those are rarer and rarer here.
Is the relentless wheel of history going to roll over this place? Or
I mean, it will eventually roll over this place. I mean, the location is too good. It's one of the best views in San Francisco.
A last drink or two before the grinding wheels of the apocalypse churn through, leaving what in their wake?
They want to put a ferry terminal here, is that right?
Yeah, they want to build a fancy ferry terminal. Young people coming here now in the tech industry are sort of like insulated from the culture of San Francisco. I mean, since the Beat Generation, or even since the end of the Second World War, people came to San Francisco in their 20s to do a very specific thing. San Francisco is a place where you can have an acid trip and sort of see that all the stuff you thought about yourself is just kind of bullshit. And even though culture is changing, and even though it's horrifyingly expensive,
right,
there's still something like that exists in San Francisco. You'll always have that. San Francisco will always make that impression on you.
Life is suddenly very, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
Wow. How long have you been in the restaurant business total?
17 years now.
you know, you have become, reluctantly, I'm sure, sort of the poster boy for the beleaguered, you know, victimized by evil tech money, an example of what's happening in San Francisco as a whole.
Yeah, there's definitely good guys and bad guys, and there's lots of people that have come in now that haven't paid any dues, and they can open something right away, you know, by dropping $4 million into it or something.
Right.
Over the course of 5 years, chef Richie Nakano built his pop-up restaurant, Hapa Ramen, into a beloved local favorite. Then he made a deal to open a brick-and-mortar Hapa. With that money came expectations. And only 4 months in, the shit hit the fan.
You're a month into a restaurant, you're not gonna make money. And that's when the trouble started.
You were a year into the restaurant, you're not making money.
Yeah.
Who makes money in a year?
Yeah, 30 days in, and we were already sort of facing those sorts of things.
The money wanted to make some changes. Richie did not. So he left, and the restaurant he created vaporized with him.
At the old space that we operated out of, they're doing a vegan brunch there now.
No way. Oh, it really is the perfect story of evil triumphs over good.
And I think that's the problem with the city right now is there's a lot of people that have the means to open a restaurant, and they sort of open formula restaurant,
Right.
safe. And anything that does interesting food is gonna get forced out, and it's just gonna be a town full of Chipotles.
The changes are not just happening in San Francisco. Across the bay in Oakland, gentrification is met with, one would think, a starker history of resistance. This, after all, is where the Black Panthers were born. Bobby Seale was a founder of the Black Panthers, a critical figure in Oakland history. And here at Miss Ollie's, we get a taste of the shiny new Oakland.
The Black Panther is the type of animal, if you push it into a corner, it's gonna try to move out of your way. And then you keep pushing it, sooner or later it's gonna come out that corner. So I said, that's like black people, we just pushed in a corner. We came up with the Black Panther Party. I said, we're gonna take a position on self-defense.
The Panthers were viewed by J. Edgar Hoover's FBI, anyway, as pretty much public enemy number one.
They sold the Panthers as the enemy using, well, essentially your own imagery of strong black men holding weapons. But internally, what the FBI and Nixon saw as the real threat from the Panthers was
The popularity. With the killing of Martin Luther King, my organization spread across the country. It went beyond the Black Panther Party.
The Panthers' aims were, by today's standards, shockingly moderate. Equality in education, housing, employment, and basic civil rights. But the image of black men with guns was too much for the America of 1966.
Right after Nixon is sworn in, I got the Watergate tape. Now, J. Edgar, you got to get rid of these Black Panthers for me. I mean, what have you been doing? How you doing this now? I want you to move and get rid of these Black Panthers. Man's just been sworn. This is the President of the United States.
Raids are launched on Panther strong points around the country. The arrests are many.
The FBI did everything they could to eradicate them.
The Panthers said the police had broken in and killed one man at close range as he slept.
the dismantling of the Panthers was brutal. Everybody agrees illegal. I mean, it was basically an assassination campaign coupled with murder, unwarranted arrests.
We had no charges, nothing. And they created, through their counterintelligence program, everything that happened to us.
Are you happy with the level of black activism in the country now?
I like the level of activism that's gone. And Black Lives Matter movement is very, very important because there's a bunch of young, intelligent youth running this operation.
Do you think the good guys are winning?
What?
Yeah, I mean, you look at it the way the country is right. Do you think the good guys are winning?
No, the bad guys, the Koch brothers,
The bad guys are winning.
Tea Party, and all these right-wing idiots are so far winning. Young people have got to go out there, and they got to be progressive enough, not only to end police brutality, but to create frameworks and demand and know. These are the kinds of things that has to happen.
Manchurian cauliflower. It's Indian Chinese, basically like General's chicken made with vegetables. It's one of our most popular dishes. It's vegetable candy.
Juhu Beach Club is a strip mall in Oakland's Temescal neighborhood, an unassuming but utterly delicious new addition started by this woman, Preeti Mistry.
Oh, so good. So good.
Thank you. So I know you've been to India a bunch of times. So maybe you've had a bhel puri. It's a puffed rice salad.
Yes, yes, yes.
So what we do, because we're in Oakland, we serve it in a ball jar. Tamarind.
It tends to address all those problems, creating a fast, casual food business that's actually good for the world.
So this is Roy calls awesome sauce. Tomato, onion, garlic, a lot of olive oil, gochujang. And then scallion relish, just grilled scallions and lime. Veggie burger dressed exactly the same way. If you're like I am, the word veggie burger will strike terror into your heart.
Yeah, it makes me violent, actually.
This will not make you violent. It will make you happy.
Wow, I'd totally eat that. If you didn't call it a veggie burger, I'd be all over this.
Yeah,
So fast, healthy, and affordable.
yeah. So $2 to $6.
So you're not going to get rich off this venture.
We'll make money.
You think you'll make money?
We have to. Just because something hasn't been done doesn't mean that it can't be done.
Saving the world is one thing. Making sure that my San Francisco mentor gets something to eat other than acai is another priority.
This happened from, I grabbed this guy's collar and he broke my grip this way and my finger went here.
I'm pretty sure Kurt Osiander hasn't eaten at Qua before.
My finger broke inside my 16-ounce glove against my head. That's how hard this guy punched.
Wow.
Not everybody likes to get punched in the face really hard.
Right. No.
Patterson's signature dish at Qua, the beet rose with yogurt and rose petal ice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This one disappears quickly.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you.
Well, it's pretty.
Oh, it's going to be good, man. Oh, this is great.
Watch the barbarian eat really fancy food.
Turkey's most famous politician, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. He is the power, and has been the power in one form or another for more than a decade. He is the face of Turkey's ruling Justice and Development Party, the AKP. Erdogan has in recent years made Islamist politics mainstream, and while remaining very, very popular in this extremely polarized nation, cracked down hard on media, political opposition, free speech, and of course, demonstrations. In 2013, the almost revolution in Turkey happened. A protest to contest the proposed demolition of Istanbul's Gezi Park resulted in a brutal crackdown by the police. In response, ordinary Turks, unconnected by any particular ideology, poured into the streets. With the whole world watching on social media, they too were met with force. In the end, Erdogan remained firmly in control, and there were repercussions for many who had supported the protest. From that point on, media, social media, even open discussion of issues or events became treated as hostile acts by foreign enemies. Autocrats in general are not famous for their sense of humor. So it's no surprise that comedians in Turkey, like Denise and her fiancé Kaan, walk a perilous line.
Are these good times to be a comedian in Turkey?
It's definitely one of the best times because our former prime minister is my support for living.
We don't use the names, we just call him the greatness or, you know.
Allah Allah! İllallah! Muhammedur
I guess they are running finals.
The finals.
Yeah.
But all weight classes. But it's basically Greco-Roman wrestling. Just they're greased up. As I understand it, you can't choke with two hands, only one.
Yeah.
But you can just slip your hand
Right down into some greasy ass crack.
and grab whatever.
That's okay.
You find.
Tell me something. I want to know what are the rules of the game.
Turkish oil wrestling. A big freaking salad covered with oiled men in leather pants giving each other spirited and prolonged reach-arounds. Oh, geez. Can we get rights to the Barry White Greatest Hits record or Diana Ross Love Hangover? Or is that too obvious?
I like to be respectful of ancient tradition, but I mean, the jokes write themselves. And they have what? There's like ropes inside or handles or... Where do I get a pair of those pants? Those are some super freaky pants.
And did you see the golden belt? It's good too.
Well, look, it's gotta be, because I mean, the pants are awesome. Imagine
Yes.
what the belt looks like.